Hey, what's up, y'all? So I am on Detroit Free Press, and what made me want to do this video is because this is about one of my favorite singers. Y'all know I got a million favorite singers, but Kim, can you feel it? I care for you. Hey, can you feel? I can't stop loving you. I can't help myself. You know, well. They did an article about him, and I love music, so I want to follow him and see what's going on with him. Kim leaves Motown Records after 23 years as Detroit R&B star returns to independent roots. Kim is stepping into a new future by turning back to his roots. The Detroit R&B star has parted ways with Motown, his label home for more than 2 decades, resuming the do-it-yourself approach that put him on the map to begin with. Over the last 3 to 5 years, I've done a lot of internal soul searching about seasons of my life, being married, having young children, thinking about my career and about the sea change in the music industry and the content creation, he told Free Press. With the traditional modeling of doing business, everything has shifted. Kim's departure means that for the first time since Motown Records 1959 founding by Berry Gordy, there is no signature Detroit artist on the label roster. Classic music by the label's legacy artists is handled by sister company Universal Music Enterprises. His decision follows substantial reshuffling at Motown Records in recent years, including the 2022 resignation of the label's CEO, Ethiopia Habomariam. Kim bided his time as well as the West Coast-based label underwent a transformation. We'll wait till the dust settles, Kim said of his thinking during the upheaval. But what if the dust never settles? The singer-songwriter has now revived his own Chemistry Records, the brand that launched his self-funded debut album Chemistry, and made him a grassroots Detroit sensation in the early 2000s. That street-level appeal coupled with Kim's sensual sound and smooth style caught the attention of Motown, which signed him in late 2002. Kim said he is grateful for his time at Motown, which gave him plenty of creativity, autonomy, and scheduling freedom. He enjoyed the cachet of that ionic label and its funding of his projects. I had a wonderful relationship with Motown, he said, but the Motown I signed to and the Motown that exists now are not the same. That's not a negative thing, but the industry has changed and maybe I should change too. To support his new direction, Kim has assembled an internal team that includes specialists in marketing, media, relations, legal, concert booking, and other duties. He'll on his own forthcoming master recordings and release music as he chooses. There are so many places for music to live today, he said. There's a benefit to putting as much music into the world as I can. I'm an established artist. There's no reason not to saturate the airwaves, be it streaming or radio, with what I consider to be great music. First up is the streaming single Give My Love, whose warm, translucent groove evolved from an Afrobeat feel into what Kim calls a Sade Esquire vibe. The song is due in coming in weeks as Kim gears up for a 2-night homecoming stand at Detroit's Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. His July 25th show is already on sale. Tickets for July 26th date will go on sale Thursday, and it's accompanied by the relaunch of his official website, musicbykim.com. Kim says his separation from Motown began earlier this year when he asked to be released from his contract. He calls it an instinctive decision following several years of reflection that began during the COVID-19 pandemic. While he still served his audience with physical releases as needed, including CDs and vinyl editions, Kim is mostly focused on the flexibility afforded by digital world. I held onto the idea of traditional model of releasing music. I felt like the musicians playing on the Titanic as it was going down, he said with a laugh. Dude, I'm the last guy on the boat. And so now he'll be back in a familiar spot running his own show, even if it's a bit more advanced than the days when he was funding recording sessions on a credit card and selling CDs out of a car trunk in the Detroit parking lots. Oh, shoot, I hit something. Yo, why'd I just hit something? Now, where did it go? I gotta find it again. We coming up on it. Okay, here we go. It's a return to the love of how I like to make music and engage with my fans, Kim said. This is an opportunity for me to put out music to control my content, more to move more freely and have more equity in myself. Let me bring all of this home. So that was pretty good. Y'all, on this topic, right, it's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are getting away from this industry where they're being controlled in their crafts and their art is taken and being molded into something else other than what they set out for. I had saw last night this clip where Fantasia was in concert and she was talking to some singer telling them basically in the inside, like, don't sign with nobody, like, do your own thing. And there's this other rapper. I saw this too, right? I don't know. I want to say it was, but I don't think it was her. You know that rapper Scar, what's her name with the scar on her lip? But I don't think it was her, but I think it was another New York rapper. Well, on Facebook, there was this content creator, right? And he showed a video of her crying, upset, basically because she had signed a contract and she didn't know what she was signing, and she didn't know she was signing her rights over and her soul over to be controlled, and she was going to have to own all of this money and this and that. Well, she said that after she found out the loops of it, after she signed it, that's what was told what was going to go on. So she said it was a man and a wife that ran this record label, and she was crying and she was saying that basically she didn't know what she signed and she didn't find out till after she signed it. And so she said that when they told her all of this that was going on and what was expected and this and that, she said she was begging and crying in there asking him and his wife not to do this to her. And she said the very thing that she was crying and begging and asking of them not to do to her, in the next 48 hours, they turned around and did it to her. She from New York and she hard too. I forgot, but she's somewhere on that line with that one that got that scar on her lip. If it wasn't her. And then she was saying that now people been calling her home, threatening her, and people talking about that they know where she live and what they'll do to her and all of this stuff. She was also asking people to go independent and don't sign anything or whatever, because she said now she's in fear for her life. Then I turned around. Behind that, it was a clip that they showed of Coolio before Coolio died. And Coolio was saying that there was a lot of things going on in the music industry that he wanted to talk about, but he was scared to talk about them, and he couldn't because he said he had 4 grandchildren, and he said that he had children. And he said He didn't want anything to happen to his grandchildren or anything to happen to his children because of something that he got tied up into. He said he wanted his kids and his grandkids to live a good life, but he preached the same sermon. He was like, do not sign nothing, just do it on your own. Don't sign nothing, because when you find out basically what you have to give up and you don't give that up, something can happen to you or something can happen to your family members, people that you care about. So he was saying the same thing. He was saying, don't sign nothing, stay independent. Y'all don't know what y'all giving up. So I just want to share that. I thought that was a nice video, and I like Kim, and I want to keep up with Kim and find out where he's going. I'm hoping one day I can make it to a Kim concert, an October London concert one day. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah.